Welcome back, everybody, to more Phoenix Wright. We are now at the case section of, well, not case, but like the courtroom section of this wonderful case.
Here we go!
Oh, yeah, I have to voice Maya here. Let me a second.
You want me a voice her?
No, I'm good. We're getting inside.
You sure?
You have the judge. You have the judge coming in. Don't worry.
Alright.
What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No. No, I heard a successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was really a sinister man. He pulled all
who names
sorts
their child Manfred?
he pulled all sorts of nasty tricks. Also, he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection.
Oh, definitely.
He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now, his successor. I wonder what kind of person he'll turn out to be.
It's gonna be like L from Death Note.
So, it's no good? Oh, here you go. That's you.
Me?
Yeah.
Which one?
The
Gumshoe?
No, Pearl.
Mystic Maya!
Hurley! Sorry. You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way.
I was really worried about you.
Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together?
Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks.
Huh?
I thought Maya's training was just a joke.
Then you came all by yourself?
Yep. I stuck out of the manor and followed the map.
Wow.
You walked all the way here? Dang, Dora the Explorer.
Don't tell me you walked all the way here.
You know, that's... Oh my god.
Of course not. I ran.
That's... I can't. Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train. Oh man. Hurley, what about the train?
Huh? What's a terrain?
I give up.
You're superhuman. It's time, isn't it?
I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma.
Mr. A.G. Worth? Who is that?
It's Mr. Edgeworth. I'm right behind the sideline.
He's
Who's
Nick's
alongside
rival.
my other one?
He's Nick's rival. Well, also a friend.
Hey! Oh.
I still remember him
just
as
like
though I'd
he's
seen
making
him
an
on
appearance?
I was excited to see him.
Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with him. But when your rivals for... Go ahead, good.
I was excited hearing him again. I thought he's gonna watch with. I thought he's gonna be in the stand watching what's gonna happen. That's. Oh my god!
I have a feeling he's gonna show up. He's got to show some kind of appearance, I'd imagine.
Please, I want to hear that Saruman moan that me and Ben did.
I like the Saruman.
God,
Maya.
he was.
Please don't ever mention that name again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean?
He's dead.
Wait,
Call Command
he's dead?
Portley, please proceed to the courtroom.
Let's
We
go.
haven't used that voice at all, so might as well. That's exactly where Morty belongs, outside the action.
No, now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick.
Man, he said that his boyfriend's got his rival's gone? Man, Man, Goku down as Vegeta is useless.
What happened to him?
Oh, I see his outfit.
Court is now in session
So
for
Ben,
the trial
you
of
get
Maya
Von
Frey.
Karma's voice. Well, sorry. I'll let you repeat your sentence, but Ben, you get Von Karma's voice, okay? It's only fair.
Very well. I'll try the old school Lord Frieza.
All right, go ahead, George. Say your line.
Or maybe I'll try Elton.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Frey. Or the
Prosecution.
prosecution and the defendant
Prepared.
prepared.
Wait,
Who
is that a he or a she?
That is a she. What is with this
I'm
kid?
confused in more ways than one.
Mr. Wright, are you prepared?
Huh? Ah, yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me?
Ah, man, now I really got to think about this. Oh, I know. Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct?
Hold on. So she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma?
I am Franziska von Karma, the protege.
I see.
I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Wait, why am I giving her a Russian accent?
Oh!
Revenge. Oh, shit. She's into that.
Revenge? Is it about her father, Manfred Von Karma?
Is something of personal nature. I'm sure you can. Ow!
Oh, wow. I'm
Okay, now this
talking.
character reminds me of Whip.
She's Ivy from Soul Calibur.
No, this character
Again.
no, sorry Ben, but this character reminds me of Whip from KOF.
If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. I'm pretty sure that's not legal.
Please speak with your mouth
Knuckles?
like a normal person. I beg you.
Knuckles?
Ow!
Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Well, at this point, Phoenix has made a name for himself. He's no longer the young guy around, if you think about it.
How old is she supposed to be again?
Let's see. 18.
No, it says her age is 18 right now, so she became a prosecutor at 13, but she's now 18. Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm just like, there's no way they let a teenager come into a court today. What is wrong with people? Wait a second. After 20 years of being on there, Von Karma finally said, you know what? I decided I shall get laid. Oh no, I've got to use protection. Damn it.
But it's protection.
Prosecutor of Val Karma, your opening statement, please.
Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate. And that is perfection.
Atta girl.
And the defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch or whip. Yes, she says whip.
What is the point? Position.
Position, yep. You got
Your Honor?
it.
Does the defendant wish to enter the plane of non-guilt?
Yes.
Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea.
Oh, jeez, like completely.
That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time.
Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because the plea of justified self-defense is to say that you did kill someone.
How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Then I shall now call the first witness.
She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose.
Her sleeves are more terrifying than any cravat. Witness, your name and occupation. Although her cravat is impressive. I'm not staring at her chest, I'm just staring at her cravat. Respectfully.
She has no chest.
Yes, ma'am. Sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm detective at the local precinct. Yeah! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of his murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room.
Oh, sorry. George.
That's all right.
What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Sounds like an innuendo.
Channeling a spirit?
And that's quite the look for disbelief there, Your Honor.
Anyways, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room.
And when they found the victim was already dead, correct? I believe that is one of the most open and shut case I have ever
Presided
over.
Floor plans and the court record.
So, how was the victim killed?
I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time then.
He is like all karma for real.
That bitch. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired point blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used a pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
So the victim was stabbed before being shot.
This is the victim's autopsy report, sir.
Hey, someone play the judge for me, please. I'm kind of a little bit.
After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot at the forehead at point blank. Autopsy report added to the court record.
All right, cool.
The court accepts it into evidence, Mr. Wright. You may question the witness.
Sorry about that. I finally finished my bag of Cheetos. We are in go time. All right, let's take a look at that evidence we got. Okay. After being stabbed in the chest. Oh, man.
Hot. We got it. Hot.
After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point blank range. Keep that in mind. And we got floor plans for the channeling area. Okay, that's good.
Well,
okay.
I think we can.
Excuse me, what?
Well, we definitely have we have the holes from the screen, but the only way a hole could come in from the screen is if there was someone else behind the screen.
And that would contradict the point blank comment that he made, though.
Yeah, because the bullet would have been found in his brain most likely, not through the screen, right?
True, yeah.
Unless he was facing towards the screen. If we could actually have him tell us which way he was facing, maybe that could help us determine which direction the bullet fired towards.
Their murder weapon. Detective Gumshoe, whose pistol was it?
It was the victim's.
The victim. Now, why would he have...
Objection. Why would they have a pistol? Who cares? The point you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Like dusted prints? Along with the victims. The defendant, Maya Faye's, were also on the grip, sir. Oh boy, she is like her father.
Yeah.
So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
Ugh, walked right in their hands there. Shot was fired from point blank range. Point blank, huh? So how far away is that?
It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away.
And how do you know he was shot at point blank?
Mr. Phoenix, right. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country.
Excuse me? Japan America's awesome.
Gunpowder burn.
Gunpowder burn.
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there was definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead.
Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed. Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with?
A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? It looks like it belonged to the Fays, sir. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh?
This does not look good.
What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix, right?
The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. Hold on. Do I have the knife now? Okay, they're not in my hands to throw out. Okay. How severe was the wound?
If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
His testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with intent to kill. The murderer used a pistol to finish off the victim? Okay. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Pardon me.
It's all good.
Yep, as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. Baka. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Bacallero. Does it matter then which was first?
Why are you speaking English and Japanese lingo?
This Japan America, I should learn some of the culture of this pig culture. I think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Yeah, what a pain.
Definitely want her to take me home. That's enough. Take me home first. I need to drop off some stuff. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered and how gunpowder works. I brought the two murder weapons with me today.
Very well. The court accepts them into evidence.
You got the pistol. The murder weapon was Gray's 2 shots fired. Bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. You know what? It was fired
add to the
twice.
court record.
Wait a minute. It was fired twice, but we only talked about the 1 shot to the forehead.
Oh boy. Wait, then who heard the shots?
We did. Phoenix, Lana, and Spirit Medium Auntie over there. We heard 2 gunshots. A small fruit knife belongs to Faye's, bears Maya's fingerprints. Okay.
The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. This does not seem like an open and shut case. This does seem.
Naturally.
Is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Well, this is Japan America. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours.
Don't call it small. It's strong in its own way.
After all, there is no room left for doubt, da?
It's realized.
That is quite true. Mr. Wright.
Yes?
Even in the face of all of this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix, right? You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way.
Save time!
Not guilty! If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor?
Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal.
You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective!
Yes, ma'am. Mommy.
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, Mommy. Now, see here. Proceedings are run by... yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony before I start developing a liking for it.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Here we go.
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence.
This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. I find a problem with it already. Why is there blood on her top, but not on her sleeves? You think if she stabbed someone, there'd be blood on the sleeves.
True.
And if she shot someone, there'd be blood splatter on the sleeves first. And if there was even blood splatter from that gunshot, that would mean she literally held him with his head to her chest and shot his head to her chest. But that means she would have been shot too. How else would there be blood right there?
Exactly.
Unless like she dove into the blood and like took a bath. Kinky.
The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume. I think pink suits me. There certainly is evidence of a bag spray of blood on this. This piece of evidence directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
Maya's clothes. Clothing Maya was wearing at the time of the murder. There are blood splatters on it.
Maya's costume accepted to the court record. All right, Mr. Wright.
I want to see this. Well, we can't 3D look at the 3D object. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could the situation get any worse?
Huh. What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think that's the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing.
She's gonna call him Fifi.
All right, there's even more incriminating. Yeah, we might as well, right? We've been doing that every case. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier?
You're kind of scary today, you know, pal. Come now, Mr. Wright. There is no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Not while I'm sober. All right, just please stop glaring at me like that.
Man, the judge is a huge pushover, bro.
Ever since he got hit in the head, he's not been the same, isn't it?
Ever since Ganon Daddy, he hasn't been the same.
Yeah. He just took down the police department chief, dude. Phoenix has to ride that high. Maya's costume?
Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her.
Maya. She's wearing her channeling costume today, too. She's not allowed to wear anything else?
Stop thinking, Phoenix. You'll get in trouble.
There's blood on the costume.
Lab results show that it is the victim's blood. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good. So, were there other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence?
Objection. If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on.
Yes, Miss Mommy, Von Karma is perfectly correct.
Yeah, not even the judge is on her side.
You gotta taste that whip.
If I can bite off more than I can chew. Wait, but if I bite off more than I can chew, what should I do?
I doubt the Nagatama would help at the moment.
Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about the costume. I just have to look harder.
Mr. Wright. Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There is no way for you to poke a hole in it. Nothing to poke at all.
Private! Looks like my time is up. So, about the costume. Your Honor? Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you are talking about?
I've come up this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here.
The sleeves, maybe? I guess you could point at that. It's either the sleeves. Oh, hey, yeah. Hey, there is a hole. Wait, why would there be a hole? That's a bullet hole.
Yeah.
A bullet hole. Ben, you got one.
No, that was me. I pointed that out.
Yeah. I just said bullet hole. This is all on Captain here.
Oh, well, there's a point for the captain.
Woo-hee!
I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of the costume.
The sleeve? I mean, they're big and they're pretty, and I'd like them, but there's a tiny hole here. Hmm? A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on.
I'm back, Ben.
He's back, baby.
Ben, I'm back. I'm back now.
Yes.
All right. What's this around the hole? It seems filled with gunpowder.
Love it. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. How could you not know?
A hole that smells gunpowder.
It looks like I found the hole I was looking for.
A
Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. So I can only imagine that there was a struggle, and probably there was a shot that happened that just happened to miss Maya, but went through the sleeve because they're longer, right?
And then the
Order,
second shot
order.
took out the doctor.
This is very grave matter. It's best we correct the court records first before anything else.
By clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder, press the check button for details. Oh, okay, we're doing that now.
Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir.
Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding?
Maybe she's figuring on that. She's figuring on this. Pull yourself together, detective, before I whip you into shape. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke, nothing more.
Objection! How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight.
While I agree with it is a mistake as part of the police. What the prosecutor Val Karma is said is true. That evidence is still stand. If you do not find more,
Definitive.
oh my God, I can't speak correctly. Definitive problem with the evidence.
No way. What's up all that squooshing and gooshing on someone's line? Ah, hurts the ears.
So much ooshing and gooshing and smooshing, debooshing.
Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Also, the other voice I hear, please make sure you mute yourself.
Yes,
That's
sir.
you, Ben. I'm so sorry.
Yes, Daddy.
And the
Do
defendant
not call me
attacked
that.
and
That's your daddy over there.
killed the person. Okay, hold up. See, it's covered in blood. His costume was wearing at the scene of the crime. Defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Fighting back. Well, why was that?
He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't?
We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal.
So the murderer have a fight with the victim, or no?
Pending
Tending on this, the
circumstances.
certain oh my God, I can't say correct. Certain I'll just give that. Around this murder chance that
Drastically.
thank you.
Ugh, we're in a real
Sorry,
trouble
lady,
now. If only I had something.
Also,
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this out loud. Very sorry. Lately, I've been having struggle with talking recently.
It's
You're not
okay.
getting sick, are you?
I feel I'm kind of sick, but I'm also, when I'm coughing and sneeze, I'm starting damaging on like
Oh no!
part of my chest. I don't know why.
Ben, we got George sick now.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Fudgesicles.
Don't worry. I've been drinking a lot of medicine recently.
Good. All right.
Ah, good.
lot of
As long as it's not mommy milkers, you're good.
A lot of Tylenol and painkillers.
I heard that, Ben. I heard that, Ben. I was like,
What?
that Von Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. I'll find a critical
the power of her
contradiction
wit.
somehow, and then I'll have her. Okay, I think it's time that we have
rephrase
throw some
Phoenix.
evidence.
Phoenix, make sure it's not we're not gonna talk about it.
Two
Don't
shots
take her out to
fired.
dinner.
2 shots fired, and these are new stuff here. Bears Maya and Gray's fingerprints. The knife belongs to FaZe, and then we got this one with the bullet hole, which I think might clue us into the second shot.
Wait, can we check Dr. Gray's death or not?
Yeah, it's right here. Stabbed in the chest, then shot at point blank. Gunpowder residue is around the bullet hole.
Ah.
Press the check button for more details. Okay. Okay. Incriminating. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. You know what? Big brain. I think I just throw the gun. Because if only one shot was rang, right? And these guys don't have another bullet. And it's going to come down to 2 things here. It's either going to be this thing, because look, it's about 8 inches off the ground, small hole that looks like a bullet hole. Or it's the gun here that says it was 2 shots were fired. So the only thing that comes to my mind is I'm going to throw this one first and bring this one up. It's either that or the gun.
Yeah.
Because there was a struggle. There has to have been a struggle of 2 shots were fired. And one
Yes.
clearly did the death blow. Okay, no, that's not it. Okay. So it must be the gun then. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. No point for me on that one. Okay. Suggestions, guys? 1 year ago, 14 patients died. Okay. Slightly translucent. Nurse. We got the folding screen. We got the old steel key. A green jewel set to center. Stabbed in the chest and then shot at point blank. Gunpowder residue around the
What
bullet
about
hole.
the profiles?
What,
There's something on-
What about the green gem?
Well, I doubt he'd be lying about anything, but why the hell not?
Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at that. Maya's older sister, she was a top-notch lawyer and my mentor and friend forever. Oh, look at that. Friend forever. He friend-zoned her.
Oh,
He
I was
friend-zoned
about to say,
her.
it's like, damn it, he friend zoned that rack, buddy. Phoenix, do you actually have a thing for Edgeworth?
Alright, let's see.
Hold on. Can we test
Maybe
them?
we throw this
we
out
need
there
to
because
read
the bullet hole on her outfit would suggest that she was being shot at. And since we
I was
got
gonna
that,
say, can we use? Oh,
Detective Dick Gumshoe?
Yes. Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. Got a lot of that going around.
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlook supposed to mean?
What does it mean? It means it's a bullet hole.
I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back?
You're right.
it seems you are correct. If the victim was tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
All right, the wind seems to be shifting.
Huh.
What is up with "Are you finished yet"? Wait, what is up with that "Are you finished yet" laugh?
Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Miss Valkarma?
It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Ugh.
Now that you...
Well, that's right.
Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all.
Ugh.
Well, yes, that is true. Jesus, lady is like Valkarma.
Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Huh? How so?
Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am.
What transpired?
During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. Well, that doesn't make sense. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
Hold on, give me a minute. I'm Charles. Yeah. This scenario you have put together does make sense.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Wright,
On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now
He's
then,
got the
your
bat glare,
proclamation, please.
the phoenix glare.
All right, let's see what we can crack out of him. Because, yeah, being too close doesn't mean that it's harder to shoot. That makes it easier.
Yeah.
During the channeling, the defendant saw a chance to stab the victim. All right. There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely that the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess. Objection. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix, right? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When the channeling with the Korean channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. Oh, so she knows.
I don't believe it. She's even studied it up on the Korean channeling technique.
Yeah, that's a different channel.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I am perfect.
You know, I'm gonna make this joke. I think Valkarma is Frieza, but Frieza decided to make Perfect Cell alongside with Zero helping him.
Did somebody
No.
say perfect cell?
You know what, Ben? Do the impression of her
No.
by using cells. myself by doing stuff.
I don't know.
Well, I am perfect.
What you were talking about? I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with this testimony. Jeez, hell, and are fighting together.
So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him?
But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt real bad.
How badly hurt would you say he was?
Actually, I went to give blood the other day. Hey, just like me. And afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times dizziness. Lah! Sorry, Monty.
Well, two were fighting. The victim took out the gun. Ooh. Where in the world did that pistol come from?
From his pants. It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically brought it for that day.
But a handgun?
He got off the black market about 2 days before the murder because the bazookas were at wholesale.
Wow, wholesale. Better go find some later. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something?
Well, clearly he was trying to kill some ghosts.
Wait, whoa. Is that true? Why did he brought the gun? Because think about it. If they're doing the spiritual thing, wouldn't think twice to bring a gun with them?
True.
Unless he suspected his life was in danger before going there.
No, because here's the thing. Spiritual things cannot actually physically move their physically control you. Only if you're a medium. No, you are right. But here's the thing: that you are forgetting one piece of evidence. He was a subject under malpractice, which means he does have enemies, like Mrs. Meanie Miney. So he probably made some enemies. He literally bought it for self-defense. Now, as for why he bought it only 2 days before this, that's the suspicious part. Him owning a gun makes a lot of sense, considering he made enemies, but him buying it 2 days before going to a channeling doesn't. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing that bothers me right now. He does. If he came to do the spiritual thing, he shouldn't just brought a gun with him. Matter of fact, why did the others decide to expected him before extreme? Oh my god, I can't expect him before going inside rather than just letting him in alongside with the gun and with him.
Why didn't they actually check him? Yeah, because that would be a bit of a dangerous thing.
Yeah, because here's the thing: if he was there alongside with the gun, not to mention the spirituals cannot control it. Only let Maya speak the words for them.
As shown by Mia. Mia is able to move around if she's in control of Maya's body. So it is very possible that when Maya channeled whoever that person was, they were in control of her body at that very time.
I have a feeling that it wasn't a spirit that actively channeled it, or at least not a dead spirit. Because here's the thing, mediums can easily go in and out of bodies. Look at Maya and Mia, because Mia is dead, but she's also a medium. So my working theory is that it wasn't Maya that tried to kill him, but it was maybe someone else who is suspicious, who's also a spirit medium, who is also alive and also very, very creepy.
All right. Keep that in your mind for now. So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then?
Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired.
Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. All right, Maya has never fired a gun before in her life.
Wait a minute! Whoa! I just realized something. Just the other week, my brother my brother actually did went a shooting range with my uncle, and the way that he told me that finding a real gun, it actually makes you push you back.
Mm-hmm.
And Maya does not have the strength to do that.
That's what we're bringing up now. However, Von Karma will most likely say, it's like, but it wasn't her. It was most likely the spirit medium inside of her. Well, that's the case, and why are we still blaming Maya? Prosecute the ghost.
I don't think the spirit will give Maya an extra boost of strength. It only controls the body, but it doesn't mean like boost them up of their physical body. Remember,
no, she brought up the fact that when they channel successfully, their body build changes to the person, the dead body, and the woman is actually bigger than Maya. So
this is true. I mean, it would still have a kick. I would still side with him, but honestly, that change in size would be enough just to give some question. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger.
even me? I wonder.
Now, do you understand? Avon Karma's logic is perfect.
Yeah, well, it certainly makes us look very bad. But there's got to be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. No, wait, we already did this. Okay, so that just looped around. Okay. Okay, so we gotta throw out some evidence now. Now that we've heard everything. Okay, yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, so what do we have in our disposal? So we got the channeling. The defendant saw a chance to stab the victim. The victim used the last of his strength to fight back. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because... Oh, wait, this is the part that I didn't get. Too close, he missed. Oh, wait, no. Okay, no, my bad. I did go through this one. My bad. Defendant then picked up the opening and took the victim's gun and ended it. Did we do that one yet?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, they never fired a gun. Okay, so this was the loop. Okay. Sorry, short attention span here.
That's alright.
It happens. Okay, so now that we have all that, well, obviously this is all out of use, I would say. Murder weapon, small fruit knife. Where I want to know is where we got that knife from. 2 shots bears Maya and Gray's fingerprints. The autopsy report. Diagram. The black key. And in the folding screen. Everything from up here feels like it's relevant. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course.
Wait, no. Throughout the thing with the bullet hole, because depending on where the entry is, it would show whether it was fired from or towards the curtain, perhaps.
Towards what
Maybe?
line of dialogue?
Probably when he shot her. Yeah, when he shot Maya. So go to the part. So
While they were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed.
I mean, it's worth a shot, right?
Hold it.
Unless.
Nope, that's not it. So that's going to be used for later. Okay, so...
Wait a second.
What?
If Maya was channeling it, so are we still under the assumption that Maya is the one that attacked, not the person who channeled the gun or channeled through Maya?
I don't think it matters to the court. I think just because Maya's body did it, they just care that she physically did it. Not that.
But Von Karma just stated when they channel the body, they physically change. Would that not include fingerprints?
Maybe.
Ben has a point.
During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last strength to fight. Okay, let's take a look at the profiles here. We do have her. This was the woman that she tried channeling. Of course, the victim used the last strength to fight back. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant that then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun and ended it.
Maybe we can try to explain the blood spatter on Mia's clothes now? I mean, where did it come from? They had a struggle, but what does that mean?
No, actually, yeah. Where did Maya get the got the blood on her shirt thing?
Yeah, there's only blood like right on the front, not on the sleeves. If she had stabbed him and drew blood, there should be blood on the sleeves, not the front.
Nope. No, that's not it. Doesn't fit, unfortunately. We're in channeling. Defendant saw a chance. Okay. That'd be funny to use it here, but I don't think Gumshoe's lying.
Should we?
Let's see. Steel key, a green jewel set at the center.
The testament was already inside the room, so there's no proof that the room was in question to not be locked.
Murder weapon was gray. Okay. Let's think real hard about it, boys.
Murder weapon and a small fruit knife belonged to Bird Maya fingerprints.
I'm gonna save real fast. Okay, think real hard about it. Yes. Think about anything yet?
Use the last of his strength to fight back. He was stabbed. Used the last of his strength to fight back. Actually, wait, hold on. He got stabbed, pushed her back, pulled out his gun, and couldn't fire because she was so close. And then she decided to tackle him and used the last of his strength to fight back. And then, when he was weakened, then she shot him?
Let's see. What's the evidence say about that? No, that doesn't really say much on that.
Stabbed, then shot, but that doesn't imply there was a struggle at all. The autopsy report literally shows there wasn't a struggle. Stabbed, then shot. Maybe it's the autopsy report. It's like your autopsy report clearly says that he was stabbed, then shot. There was no sign of a struggle. So that's a clear contradiction right there. They have to re-examine the evidence.
Let's try it.
Wait a minute. During a channeling, of course, victim used last strength to fight back. But because they were too close, he missed. No, they didn't do that already? Oh, okay. Okay, what was your suggestion, Ben? I was just thinking deep thought about that. What was your suggestion?
The autopsy report.
Onto
because
what line
it
of dialogue?
implies. So it says that he struggled. They had a struggle after he brought out his gun, but it's like, no, the autopsy report says that he was stabbed, then shot. No sign of a struggle on the autopsy report.
Victim took. Okay. Lack of strength to fight back. During the channeling, of course, the victim used the lack of strength to fight back. Okay. No. Okay.
You know, I'm gonna say this. Let's use the green gem.
No.
Yes.
During the channeling, the twins start chance to stab the victim. Of course, the victim is while two victims are fighting. Victim took a shot and picked up the opening, took the victim's gun and ended it.
Took the victim's gun and ended it.
I'm thinking.
I'm trying to think.
I feel like he's lying. He's lying.
No, he's not the kind to lie about that.
Plus, this was literally his speculation that Von Karma told him to give, so...
You're right. Ugh.
That bitch.
What am I missing?
Let's see. Hold on.
Maybe it's in the floor plan he showed us?
Wait, hold on. I'm looking this up real fast.
No, don't do it. You'll summon Hatsune Miku.
Nah, it's fine. My stuff is protected with Monaco AI.
What's in the box, Hatsune Miku? If she is so powerful, how is she trapped in a box? Because it worked.
Fair point.
Oh!
Blue hair, blue tie.
Right.
She's hiding in your Wi-Fi.
Wright then argued that the two had not been close when the first shot was fired at all. There was no gunpowder burns around the bullet hole found in the sleeve. But they were too close that he missed. So I guess we just throw this out again?
Well, let's give that to the internet now.
Yeah, the point to the internet. Missing the
Yep.
tiny hole on his costume will be the prosecution's undoing. I don't like using the internet for this, but I felt like we need to get a move along. We weren't making any progress.
What do you mean?
This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Oh, holy.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume?
Gunpowder burn?
This is what you testified to earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Oh!
But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
Whoa!
That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
Objection. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix, alright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away.
Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
Objection, no. As if that were even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that.
Why does she look like someone was just staring at her chest? Well, then, that's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot.
That's it. It's dirty. There, that should satisfy even you.
That does make an awful lot of sense.
Judge, whose side are you on?
I don't know. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor.
Fatal?
Ow, ow!
Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Well, let's put it this way. So if they had got distance and he shot first, how would she even get close enough to get the gun from his hands?
Yeah.
Is this where the folding screen comes in play?
It might be.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Wait, did you say Kevin?
I haven't saved, but we have leniency here, so let's try it. This is the piece of evidence. Yay! This is the
Finally!
This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. Let me just save real fast.
What is that? A folding scene?
I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. It looks
Yeah,
like
you like
you
your own medicine, huh? You like being whipped? Actually, no, I should not say that already.
It looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
Oh, where? What? How? Which? Why?
Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. I'm very confused.
Are these two really that clueless? The bullet
You know
went
for this
through,
long you have to ask?
the bullet went
yes.
through the bullet went through the defendant's sleeve. Then the folding screen. It passed through a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground.
Order. This changed everything.
Please look at the diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hits the folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off of the ground. At this time, the defendant was in the area. Oh, we're having to do this now. Okay. So, she had to be around here, right? Roughly around here?
Yeah.
In order,
She would have been on the mat, assuming.
like right around here?
Yeah.
Somewhere around here. Uh-oh, the judge's face is scrunched like he just smelled some serious bad breath.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, I think I picked wrong. I'll take the L on that one.
Yeah. Wait, I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I...
Freshen.
What?
Sure.
In the meantime, I want you to think things through again, Mr. Wright. Also,
Okay.
excuse me, let me brush my teeth really quick.
All right, that's a creative way of
I'm gonna be
punishing
honest.
you.
I also forgot to brush my teeth today, right now.
Okay. All right, let's see. It's not around here. Oh, she was hunched down, so right around here, trying to take cover.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she would have to be scrunched up then, right over there.
Wait, hold on.
Unless she was
Okay.
hidden, unless she was behind it, unless she was behind this over here. And he is
Hold on a second.
because if he's trying to shoot in her general direction, it's not here, it's not here, it'd probably be behind here. Ah, I was right.
Going for the captain. Behind the flowing scene.
Ah!
The victim and his attacker were fighting, were they not? Then what would the attacker be doing all the way back there? Besides which, if the attacker was behind the folding screen, then how could the victim even know where to shoot? It's obviously impossible.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, that's a wrong one? Oh, that's a wrong one too?
Well, guess what? We have a Zawardo.
Wait, did I just screw up royally? It's done is done. For now, I should focus. Okay. Well, that made me think that we got the right one too. That.
What if she was on the opposite side of the mats, not the ones close to the corner on the other side? I mean, I don't know if that would make sense.
Well, I ran around here.
No, like the top parts. I mean, I don't know if that makes any sense because obviously she got shot and one bullet was there.
First off, Captain, can we use our safe load to order to get our health back?
I can't do it when I'm on this screen here.
Oh. Wait a minute. If they were fighting... Maybe she's still in the same spot, like almost close to him? Because remember, they did mention if he was close, he would have he would have like loose to like shoot her. Because like we mentioned before, how when you get close there's a
Okay, let me just get the load up here.
Share the load.
God.
Well, it has to be somewhere close to around here.
What was that triangle thing? Not the rectangle.
Oh, wait, this is the same one? Okay, so I guess that's not it. You would think that she'd be ducking around there because we did just talk about her ducking.
Eight inches off the ground isn't much.
Go a little down, Captain. No, go back where the finger was.
Left.
Okay, hold on. Let's go to the victims. The victim. Go to the victim now.
This is the victim.
I know.
What if it is the victim?
No, that's not it.
Yeah, worth a try.
Hold on. What about the middle of the rectangle, right in the circle? Of the corner of the circle.
Like
the kernel. No.
I already did this. I already did that.
No, I mean the triangle. The triangle on the right close to the corner where the circle is.
Triangle?
In the middle.
Right here?
No, Captain. Move to the right, to the left. To the left. More like a little bit more. More. Now go down. A little bit to the right and up. Not all the way right. No, not all the way to the right. Actually, to the rectangle, right to the triangle there. Right.
That's not a triangle. That is a square.
A square. Oh my God! Now I'm losing my shapes now.
It's okay. We'll lose your color next.
So how?
Maybe she was in the middle of the mats?
Maybe just behind here. Or right around here.
Yeah, maybe that. Maybe that.
Was there anything funny about the altar?
No, that's not it. She had to be running away from the gunshot at that point, like trying to take cover.
So they were pushed, they gained some distance, he pulled out a gun and he fired at her. That's where the bullet hole is. On her sleeve, on her left sleeve, which means...
Wait, hold on. This will be stupid. Press. Captain President.
Oh, okay. So okay, so that's just where the bullet was.
Wow.
She was
Can't
standing
believe
here near the folding screen.
Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how could you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim?
No, that's impossible.
But why?
You of all people should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma.
You
If
bitch.
she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sorts around the bullet hole in this costume.
We already established this. Curse you, Mr. Phoenix, right? You are making me have my blood run.
Like father and daughter. I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing away from the victim when she was shot. But do you think this has changed the defense situation?
Oh, it changes everything, sir. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time?
Squatting all the way by the folding screen?
Yes, exactly. And Maya Fey was the real murderer? Why would she be at the folding screen instead of preparing to strike?
Upon further
Consideration.
it does make a little sense.
Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. I'm so smart.
Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the bag. Blast radius of disaster.
You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix, right? To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Are we sure she's on Karma's kid and not Edgeworth's kid? Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Of all the things to inherit, why does she have that smarmy smile?
It always
So
happens.
someone else used the word smarmy. Detective. How dare you damage my perfect logic? How is it all my fault? You can start by repairing your standing by first removing the three-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured your punishment will come later. It will be with the chains. Punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness before I talk about your facial hair.
Next witness. That has to be Lotta. George.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we
Reconvene.
reconvene, we will hear from the next witness.
All right, everybody. That is a to be continued, and we'll see you guys next week for the continuation of this trial. This one's not the most mind-blowing, honestly, but it is a good way to, get out of the easy case, which was last week. So, we'll see you guys after we save this one, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Boy.